Alrighty, this is a solo queue game. I wanted to try solo queue once again, but do it at the tail end of queue time, which is 3 a.m. right now. Don't play AD at 3 a.m. guys. I'm playing some infected mushroom also. Let me turn it down a little bit. We're going fucking demon mode. Not demon mode, what is it called? We're going fucking samurai mode. Like, we're just gonna play solo queue. That's what we're gonna do. I need to get into the zone of solo queuing. I need to learn this. Okay, Vash the Deep's gonna get taken. What's the juice in this lobby? I think it involves Tinker. I'll get that if they don't take it. They'll probably take it. They don't take it. I'm taking it. That's insane. That's crazy that it went all the way to 4th pick. I'm gonna get Tinker though still. It's crazy that they gave me this. Inner Beast is in the draft. I want Tinker and I want Inner Fire or Inner Beast. No one's gonna take it, I'm pretty sure. No one's gonna take it, I'm certain. Their draft doesn't look that good. I don't think they're that good. Ding, ding. I have a sneaky feeling that Rearm Guy is gonna take he could take Tinker, so I might want to get it now. No. But I can also get on the way back. I take Tinker. It's just the thing that matters more. That's the thing that matters more. And I'll get Inner Beast on the way back. No. No! Shit! Took it from me. I can't let... I'm not calming this game at all, by the way. This is fucking solo queue shit. Or solo queuing. I'm gonna take Tree Grab on the way back. I'm gonna farm like a beast. I can also take Grappling Claw, but it's on the lower part of cooldowns for me. It does lower attack range, but I think I'm okay with that just to farm. I feel like I maybe should have taken... I need to take, I think the reason why I didn't want to take Grappling Claw because there's a lot of mobility left in the pool. There's Guardian Sprint, there's Surge, there's Grappling Claw, and I can get all those, on the way back. I just need to think about ultimates. What I'm eyeballing is... Let's read this. I don't know if it's really that good. Took Roar, okay. We're going Corrosive Haze then. Why did he go roll replica when he has Rec Room? I don't know. Need to put this on E or else I'll fuck it up. I just need to go BKB Satanic this game. As defensives, then I need to go attack speed first. Attack speed, BKB Satanic. I'm gonna take sprint. Just because it lasts for longer. Uptime is... Surge could have been better. I said I wasn't gonna communicate, but I'll ping you next time. There's also Hex. Monkey. What? Why monkey after all that? I guess there's not a lot of good models left in the draft. Okay. Okay. So the one I'm even slightly worried about is maybe Lion. We just gotta, but it's good. Like Lion's good. His model is good, or his build rather. What model? I'm gonna go maybe Brightguard instead then. Tiny's gonna have no mana to press his shit. I don't know why he left his model for so last. Like if I just farm this game, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm not really worried about anybody this game. You. I'm not gonna answer you. I'm not. This is solo queue. Fucking demon mode. Even just the slightest idea that he's toxic, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna go this lane because it's... I can run them down the lane. But I can play any lane, honestly. I can play any lane. Let's hunt... Let's hunt Tiny. Demon mode. Demon mode. Solo queuing or solo queuing. Let's change the music a little bit. Let's play the entire Fury soundtrack. We're gonna go boots, shreds. Oh, nice. Why does it say? Oh, because it's the Watcher. I can also just take the mid. This guy thinks he's safe then? No. shit about tangos. Is he really gonna take last hits from me? He is. This guy thinks he is. Blocked hard. Why are you bloody blocking me? Brother. Fucking up my lane. See, this is the solo queue mode. Like, I know people are just like griefing. They're pretty much griefing the lane by blocking. I mean, he doesn't know though any better though. He doesn't know any better. Give me more tangos, actually, too. Alright, sucks. My right-clicking sucks too. How? How? I'm gonna back out. Yeah, I'll throw that thing on me. Yeah, I fucking hate solo queue. Even at this time. Like, it's terrible. Value point in queue. Have to back off when he does that. How? I missed it. I forgot that Tranquils is the thing on this. I think I should go Tranquils maybe instead. Should have gone Tranquils. I guess. Chase, I'll help him. I'm not really getting a lot out of this lane. Maybe I should have just stayed mid. Probably should have just locked it in mid. For sure. Just gonna push this in. Oops. My CS is garbage, brother. Nice commanders. We're gonna die. It's fine though. It happens. Probably should have gone Tranquils, because they don't even really, they don't right click me at all. I needed to go Tranquils, I think, but whatever. This is gonna help me, Treads is gonna help me farm faster later when I get 15. Short at 15, minute 15. I'm still staying top. Take these from me. Don't word slots always. BKB now. I got a DD, man. I want to use it. Free lion here. I was chasing him earlier. I probably should be with my team. But whatever. I want this tower to start taking damage, by the way. Oh, I love this. And attack speed too. This high ground vision tells me TPs, it's very nice. The next E should be free. I'm gonna go be with my team now. I have Shard and BKB. That my damage output will be consistent now. I can like farm my way to them. I'm gonna form my way to use Tormentor, maybe try to solo it. Get like a Hyper Stone, maybe. Or an Orchid. That could be another good idea. Orchid's more expensive though. I'll just buy the Hyper Stone now. And solo Torm. Okay. Very nice. Doesn't look like anybody's here. They got an angle on us. Ooh, I'm not attending that, fortunately. Did you not see me? He didn't see me. How do I do Roshan now also? Did the wave get pushed? Was I not paying attention? Someone pushed the wave, right? Or am I retarded? I don't know. I swear someone pushed the wave, or it would have pushed in. Now. Right here too. Sometimes you need to just throw your tree grab if you want to get more range. Yeah, it's kind of out of position. Hello. Oh, I need a BKB. I needed the BKB. My vision here. Oh, what? My KD! My perfect KD. I need to carry on more. I need to buy more wards. I need to buy more wards. Need to be warding every fucking where, controlling their entire place. And then killing them when they try to go on anything. That's it. So he got Ags Golems, which is cool. That was a really bad death, but whatever. This game's just a stomp anyways, though. Alright, I hate solo queue. This shit sucked. I'm not doing this again. Like, I played at 3 AM, this is like, I don't know, I guess this is the best conditions I can get, and it's still bad. Who had the finger? You just used up your Ag's finger on a one person, bro. Now you didn't have it for the team fight. And they continue to form. I need to have my tree grab. I just need to pop the Roshan's Lincolns and I think I can do it. There. Now it's over. I mean to do that. What do I need? More attack speed. I think I need more attack speed. I don't think I need a satanic right now. Not right now. Not right now, at least. Use a shadow blade. Okay. Bro, put down the wards. I gotta get out. Yeah, I need to finish my Satanic. I need to press this more, by the way. My HP thing. I think you get to keep the HP, right, when you press it? Current and max, so you get to keep the HP, it heals you. Effectively. Maybe I should have gone mana loss and mana cost reduction. Oh, hold up. Don't fight me. You thought you could fight me. What the fuck? This game was stupid. I hate this game. I have Inner Beast. Get over here, Monkey King. I do have Inner Beast, right? Where is it? Only him and his units. Okay. Why does it not apply to allies anymore? I thought it did. It's crazy. Okay. Easy line. Okay. It's crazy how even in the biggest stomps, the games still go to 30 minutes, and that's late game in League of Legends. So, average game length is just way too high in this game. Honestly, it's way too fucking high. I felt like fucking too long for how much we were owning, right? Games need to end sooner if we own that much. Do I need his command? Not really. Oh, that's good too. Three passive. Who are you talking about? Three passives. Who is he talking about? Me? I have three passives? Yeah, only me. Okay. I don't know who he's. Who was he? What he'd be talking about? Oh, Beastmaster. Yeah, he has three passives also. No, I don't have three passives. I have an ultimate that is an active effect. We're back. We're gonna use the restroom. alright. I'm getting very, what's the word? Close. I'm getting very close. Close to finishing my AD hero model tier list. Tinker is definitely high. I probably don't need as much. It's probably too memey to go like too much attack speed. I don't need that much attack speed, honestly. As weird as that sounds. What I need is more, just like mobility tools and shit. Like, yeah, more mobility tools. More mobility tools, more. I mean, I just can't go on them because they have some pretty hard instant catch and burst. So I shouldn't really like. I really just have to get in and out, and I shouldn't be brawling. I don't think Bloodthorn Moonshard was actually good this game. I mean, it was nice for taking objectives, for sure. But, I don't really, I guess I'll say, I mean, this isn't really playing with Bash of the Deep, but like it's whatever. Like Manta style Bloodthorn is good on Tinker. It's legit. Like, yeah, it's legit. Let's see what BKB and Refresh Orb and Manta Bloodthorn. Like you get all this by late game. Like you should always get all this by late game. And then probably like, whoops, why am I alt casting? What? Stop. And then probably Dagger, of course. As for which one, probably Swift Blink. I don't know. Where did I go in my other one? My one game. No, it was Swift, right? I didn't even go it. I just went Shadow Blade or Silver Edge rather. No Blink. Probably maybe should have gone Blink, but I was able to get where I needed to be with just Silver Edge. But I would have had like I would have been able to find way better angles if I went Blink. I think instead of upgrading the Trenclos to Bearing Boots, I should have just went a Blink. I think. I'm presuming you have no lockdown, which I do have lockdown. I had Bash the Deep. Then you don't even have to go Hex. So like I can go this. And if you get your own stun, you don't even need to buy a Hex, which would be nice. If I wanted to, what I should have done instead of buying Bloodthorn, well, Bloodthorn was fine, but I think what instead of buying Moonshard, I should have done is buy Midas. It'll refund itself. It gives attack speed still, and it has lower cooldown. What I want, and then what I want to do is I just want to get like, I need to be thinking more about the game. I'm pretty sure Tree Grab will crash my game if I put it in the demo right now, by the way. I like both, honestly, yeah. I like both. This is like the 6-slot Tinker build. And then you just need to get mobility and defensives, and arguably you don't even need, as long as you can farm your way to items, you arguably don't even need an attack modifier, I would say. I'm just going from edge to this deal. Same attack speed, so it's not really a meaningful thing. Cause like, look at my game. I had bubble, but like, I didn't really have attack speed. Outside of that, it was just items. It was just items. pretty strong stuff. And then I can get out with this if I don't want to dedicate my main hero. But I probably want to like dedicate it for some time. So yeah, I'll probably switch that. Excuse me. Get out. Probably Shadow Blade out since it'll be on off cooldown again. Because of the yeah. Get out. And if they don't have a dispel, then they get pretty boned there. What did I have? I didn't have a BKB in my game because I had reincarnation, so I didn't get a BKB. I didn't get a blink. I had, what did I have in my? I had a Hex. And then I had a, what was my last item? Plasma. In that one game. Which was quite powerful. And Orchid will be up again soon. 6-second cooldown. 8-second cooldown Hex. 14-second cooldown Mantis Style. Second cooldown Silver Edge. Okay, let's see what happens when this gets maxed out. 72. Okay, so it just goes up by 4. This goes up by 4. Then it'll max out to 84-second cooldown on Refresher Orb. Which is pretty good. That's a pretty low cooldown. It's going on too long. Go to the next one. Oh, this is my favorite. You're Mine. My favorite track. Tinker, you probably like want something else. Something worth Coddle. Let me just ask ChatGPT. Maybe I can do something different. Let me ask ChatGPT. I do think the way I'm doing is already fine though. What are tier lists? What are different metrics for tier lists? For example, in Dota 2, if I were to have an ability draft tier list, would it make sense to rate them from a scale of first pick, second pick, third pick, fourth pick, fifth pick, and then something? I guess I don't like telling ChatGPT what I'm doing because it'll just reaffirm you. I need to like I should probably stop using the fucking built-in ChatGPT. I don't know why I mean I don't really use it a lot other than to like have it look up some shit for me or format something for me. I should probably look into getting like making my custom LLM, and then I mean I have some other like fucking what's it called, machine learning tools. I don't know why I didn't do it for LLMs. Probably because I don't know. I don't need ChatGPT a lot of the time. I have it do like lackey tasks and shit. So I'll ask. I'll mention that later. Win rate, pick rate. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. This is a bad question to ask ChatGPT. I was asking it for ideas for tier list metrics, but I'll just think about it on my own. I think this is I think like this is fine. 18 heroes not included because they don't have notable. No, by the way, maybe I need to move Abaddon up a bit more. Like good strength gain. Base attack time is good. Good withering mist. Good facet. Good move speed. He has a lot going from the stat gains are just pretty bad. But like you can find a way to scale him into the late game. He's not gonna feel good early game. Because yeah, he's not gonna feel too good early game, but I think you can like work through this. You can work through it for sure. Like he has some pretty important like innate. He has a pretty damn important innate and a built-in facet, good move speed, good base attack. I gotta rate him higher. I can definitely see myself at least like 4th picking him, but maybe even 3rd. Bro, back. I gotta use the restroom. Maybe I'll continue the stream and do something. I don't know. Alrighty, we're back. We're back. I like this track. It's good. Very good track. You are the end. You are the end. Let me look at this. Oh, the end. Let me look this up on the separate track. Wave Shaper, you are the end. Complete arrangement. I want the complete arrangement. I think the complete arrangement was already included in whatever I was listening to. Okay, let's go back then. Let's go back. You are the end. There we go. Well, go before that. Well, no, a monster. That's the one before. That one's good. That one's even... Wait, no, this one's an even bigger banger than You Are the End. That's the one that leads up, like, you're on the walk to... onto the boss. Into this boss, you get this track. It's a pretty easy boss, by the way. I think it's meant to be easy. Is it the final boss, by the way? I think it is. What is Fury's final boss? It's this one, right? And it's a pretty weak one. They try to copy Dark Souls 1. Fury final boss. No, technically it's the star. Isn't this? And it's optional. Yeah, that's why technically the other one can be the... Yeah. Did I fight this boss, by the way? I think... Yeah, I did. I did. The star. So how do you avoid this fight? How are you supposed to avoid this boss? Apparently it's optional. What? Let's turn the music a little bit. It's high. Alright. So, let's do a draft. I mean, I guess we can do a draft analysis of that game. I think my itemization was not good. I think the treads and the... I should have gone Tranquils, which is like... like it doesn't... But like, I'm giving him so much scaling later. I guess I can... I think it's okay to get Tranquils and treads. I need to realize that maybe. Like, it's okay to get Tranquils by itself. Or it's okay for it to take up a slot with, and then you can still get treads. I think it's okay. Because this is still like, this is 35, 25 attack speed, and then 10 attributes in one slot on a single slot. It's a good item. It's like even ignoring the move speed, it's technically a Blade of Alacrity and a and it's even better when you look at it with the move speed, because you paid only 450 gold to get 10 attributes, whereas you usually need to spend 1k on it, and then you get the Glove of Haste for 450. I guess if you cut out the boots and you add it to the Belt of Strength, then technically you are literally just paying like gold to have a... In my case, I do want to stay on Agility because of Bash of the Deep, but I would have had a... pretty much just a Blade of Alacrity and a Gloves of Haste. A little bit better than a Gloves of Haste. Let's say it's 500 gold value, whatever, on a single item slot. I guess at that point I can just build like, I can just go casual Gloves of Haste. Which, oh yeah, and then that goes into, okay, so maybe I should have done this. I should have gone Tranquils, Gloves of Haste. I mean, this is like where, this is why I need to think more in the pre-game phase. Or, as soon as I see them meet in the lane, I need to think also. As soon as I see who I'm laning against. Because lanes can be quite, like, sometimes you just don't know who's going to be in what lane. With AD. But I definitely should have gone Tranquils. I put Urn here. Urn probably shouldn't go in here. What about Orb of Venom? Didn't this used to have 10 cooldown? They buff. When did they buff it? I don't know if you should buy Orb of Venom on Tinker so casually. You start with 10% cooldown reduction, but that just brings it down like by a second. Whatever. Yeah, I'm okay with just getting like a Gloves of Haste that sits there casually until I can think about finishing a Midas. So this is probably like core Tinker tech. Tranquils and Gloves of Haste. Takes up 2 slots, but like this will go into a Midas later. This looks weird, but this is probably like a casual... This is probably like... You can maybe just do this every Tinker game. Maybe the extra win lace is not necessary, but like, I'm zooming. I like it. Stop that. Stop that. People. Stop that. People. Stop that. People. Stop. I gotta remember to fetch your teleport scroll too. Stop. Happy boop. Stop. Happy boop. Stop. Stop. What happens if I get dig in 5? More digging. 6-second cooldown. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. 6-second cooldown digging. I don't know if it's as good as like Mantis style and, you know. Probably want to get like an E-blade with it, most likely. Stop. That. Stop. I mean, it's a lot of good damage very quickly, but like, I just find it hard to see a world where Bloodthorn Manta style isn't just always better. Look at that. Look at that. I fail to see a world where that's not better all the time. I mean, yeah, if you want to, like, pop someone, like, really fast. But, like, this does it fast. This does it pretty fast. This does it pretty fast. I guess it's not instant, no. It's not instant. Stop. Let me move on. Stop. You can always just go this if you want like a 3.2 cooldown blink. I don't find it. I find it like if you don't have a way to reset it mid-battle, I recommend just going strength, and or swift. Just look how debilitating that slow is, guys. And this is just I don't really have any like strength items really. Yeah, it's not the slow is not even based on any anything. The damage is, but not the slow. Get like a little Shiva's effect on a blink, and it cancels their blinks too because it ticks over time. Yeah, the damage is quite low. You can see that, pretty low damage. And it's an attack speed slow, which is a little cool. People, stop. Was there anything I needed to change about my item build by the way? Stop. I guess you could go Blaine, man. I mean, sure. But, like, Tanker, I don't know about that. I don't know about that Tanker. Tanker used to be a thing in actual Dota, actually. I'm gonna remove just starting items from this. It's not often you find yourself needing mana. I don't find myself needing mana too much, but if I do, I'll buy a Soul Ring. Stop. Let people stop. Did I put, oh yeah, I was wondering if I put something in here. Blade Mail's not in here. It can go in here technically. It has a cooldown. If it has a cooldown, I'm putting it on in the thing. Drums, that has a cooldown. And it's a long one too, so yeah. Mech, I already have, well, I guess I already have drums and mech here. And you can get multiple barriers if you want multiple. The passive aura won't stack, but your multiple instances of barrier do not stack. Stacks multiplically with other source of magic res. The passive that gives all allies regen and magic res is not gonna stack either. Oh, this is significantly nerfed this item. It used to be so much better in the past. The pipe is worse now. The passive sucks. What is this? What is the rest of this track on Fury? I don't know. Stop. Let me stop. That. Stop. That. put on... How about no music? How about no music? Just put on no music right now. What has a cooldown? Phylactery. Sure, get in here. We're putting all the weird... We're putting all the noobs items here. Noobs like to go Blade Mail and Phylactery both. Halberd technically belongs here. Put it next to the E-Blade? Maybe? No, I don't know. Dagon belongs here. Where's Dagon? Get in here, Dagon. We'll put the stuff that gives distance. Disperser. Only 10 int though is the thing. But it's a very good active. I'll group all the mobilities. Anything else that gives mobility? Boop boop. All of these are the mobility. All of these are like defensives maybe. And then these are like offensives maybe. Sort of for okay. Nullifier technically has a cooldown. Sure. Keep someone perma-dispelled. Shut up, chicken. Boop. You guys know the noob versus pro versus hacker song? Shut up, chicken. Yeah, it's permanent. I'll take a little bit of delay, so I need to max out my intelligence. He actually gets slowed? I didn't know this slows. By a very small amount though, like 10%. Sure, technically he has a cooldown. So does Bash, or... Yeah, actually, Basher might be legit on Tinker. Let's see. What's the cooldown on this? 14? What if you get cast ranges? Oh, that's gonna look funny, but... Cast ranges. You get a ranged... remember when this used to be teleport you to the enemy? That was OP. I think it even attacked them too. It attacked them once. When you teleport, it was OP. Did it? No, I don't know. I don't remember. Shut up, chicken. Okay. Was Shiva's in it? Yeah, she was already in here. It's already in there. Bloodstone's in there. Shut up, chicken. These are like farming options. What else has a cooldown? Is Lotus Orb in here? It's in here. What about Plasma's already kind of in here technically. I guess I'll put that. Dagon 5 needs to go here. Disperser's already in there. I think I've got all the item actives in Dota 2 that need to be captured in the flame. They need to be captured by the item guide. Okay, that's it. We're out of here. Just wanted to do that real quick. Oh yeah, we never finished techies. We never sorted techies build out. We get this as our inventory, something like this. Starting items, at least a Quelling Blade and 2 Fairy Fires. I cannot go without this, honestly. Because this is what, 8 damage? I need that. I need 8 damage. I need the last hit. I need that 8 damage. So this is 51 plus 4, yeah. 55 base damage right now. Not the best, but not the worst. At least with 2 Fair Fires and a Crawling Leg. I wonder if I should just go Blades of Attack as a starting item just to fix this horrible damage. The thing is that it costs so much money to do that. But like, what's the cheapest option other than Fairy Fires and this, right? Because this is 500 gold already. I guess I could do this though, technically. I mean, this is 450, how does this compare to Wand? Wand gives, so this gives 9 damage and Wand gives what? Not enough. 0.45 times 9. It's like 4 damage. 4 damage from 450 gold, not good. Shut up, chicken. I'm legitimately, like, just to, like, not get fucked in lane, I'm legitimately considering this starting item build. But, like, this gives 9 damage. I guess I could get a bunch of Fairy Fires and then sell them. Yeah, I'd rather just get a bunch of Fairy Fires and sell them later. Because I'd rather just do that. Maybe 3 at most, leave 2 slots open for, like, tangos and, I don't know, the first item component that I'm building. Yeah, I think I'm okay with actually doing this. I'm okay with going like 3 Fairy Fires and a Quelling Blade, but that's like, how much gold is that again? 65 times. How much does a stick give? Maybe like 2 Fairy Fires and a stick, or not stick, Iron Branches, an Iron Branch. This gives 1 in all attributes, which is like 1 point. Maybe I should, yeah, maybe I should do this. 1 time or 3 times 0.45 is 1.35 damage. You know what? Sure. But definitely Quelling Blade, at least 1 Fairy Fire, and 2 branches maybe. And then I guess with the rest of my gold, I'll get a stick. Can I buy tangos? How much does this starting build cost? Shut up, chicken. Why does the item build bug out like this? I'm just gonna assume it's doubled, so 930 divided by 2. 465 Gs. 465 Gs. You definitely have some gold to spend. There's just no efficient way to really spend this gold, I guess. Not really an efficient way to do this. There's no way I can really, like, find my way out of this. Other than going like Blades of Attack. Other than going Blades of Attack to get 9 damage. Or 10.35 or something, whatever. Plus the Quelling Blade, of course. Yeah, don't forget the Quelling Blade. That's just like so much gold, man. That's such a huge gold investment. Such a huge gold investment. How much stats are sitting in a starting item like this for universals? I wish this used to give. This used to give damage. I wish they gave it back, the damage back. That'd be cool, maybe. So at least these starting items give. At least these starting items give what? Maybe I should just do this instead of Blades of Attack. These starting items give for universal. It gives. Let's see, 9 times, because that's the total stat points. 0.45. It gives 4 damage. Nah, no way. It's not efficient. There's no way that's efficient. Shut up, chicken. If only you could buy multiple Quelling Blades, by the way. That would be funny. That would be funny. Oh, what about Circlet? What about Circlets? Okay, I never thought about Circlets. How much do these give? 6 times 0.45. They give 2.7 damage. 2.7 damage for 155 gold. That sounds like a solid idea, maybe. These sound like... Okay, maybe I can go Circlets. Maybe I can go Circlets. But at that point... No. I think Circlets are a good idea. Go Circlets on techies. So how much does this starting build cost? Well, it's a bit over budget. Let's see. Oh, whoops. So we're left with what? 25 more gold to spend with this item build? Yeah. Or no. We're left with, since we start with 600 gold, we're left with 175. Dude, why do the starting items have, like, fucking bugged? Why do they have bugged? Why is this shit bugged? It's annoying. Okay, I'll open, yeah, I'll just open a custom lobby and do it there. I think circlets are the way. Circlets are definitely the way for getting damage on techies. Quelling Blade and circlets. Okay, speed this up. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't use the... This is default settings. This is not my settings that I usually launch HDV with. That's why it's taking a long time. Noob versus hacker versus game pro. Pause the game. Let's try to buy some items here. Our host time scale and put it to very low. Wait, the game even takes time to unpause. Wait, how do I unpause? Well, that's crazy. The pause just stops working if you go to a very low time scale. Yeah, so let's see. Even buying items takes a long time. Let's put it to 0.1. Okay. Circlet, circlet. As many circlets maybe as I can. Okay, so this is solid. I would just do this on techies then. I would just do this on techies. Yeah, I would just do this on techies. And then I'd be left with a lot of damage. Whole lot of damage. I do have a little bit of extra gold to spend though. I guess we can get from the bounty, we can get tangos from the bounty. How many branches can we fit in here? Or can we turn those into fairy fire? I don't think I would ever want to do this though. I could do this, which is like a bit more, but like this is too ham-boning, I think. Or maybe it's not, because they'll just consume the fairy fires or sell them, or and then yeah, or combine it to a branch. Like maybe this is the way. I want my inventory to be like cleaner though. I want to have room. Usually you want to only like use up 4 slots by the time. You only want to like realistically like spend 4 slots at the start, because then you want to be sitting with your tangos ready to eat them, and then you don't. It's just annoying to swap them around. Your tangos. It's annoying to swap your tangos around, but I guess you could even not like have 5 slots filled up. But you definitely don't want 6, because you want gold. You want enough space for your next like item component. And if it's like treads, then like if you're going first item treads, you don't want to like. You don't want to like take up. You don't want to like have a backpacked branch or circlet, because then like you wasted, like you took up too many slots then at that point. Most likely a branch, not a circlet, but yeah. I think I'll just go like 3 circlets. That looks good to me. This is like the techies build. Techies starting build. Get a total of 4 plus 6, and then you add 2.1 on that. Or yeah, 2.1. 4 plus 6 plus 2.1 is 12.1 starting damage on techies. Very good, given how bad his base damage is. First bounty. How much does a bounty give again? Let me look it up. Runes. Wikipedia. Bounty rune. Base team gold 40. And then it has an increase interval. You start the game with like 40. That's why if you get 2 runes at the start, then you can get a tango. If you don't get 2 runes, then you know what, just 1 rune. One rune will be good. You start the game with 1 rune, then you'll be able to get tangos by the time you need it. It's good. Oof, new starting build. Good to know. I don't know why it took me so long to arrive at that idea. I was like, what is between a branch, a fairy fire, and then blades of attack? For a universal hero. Circlet. It's circlet. I was thinking of like gauntlets or slippers or mantles, and I was like, oh no, those don't work because it's the same as a branch. But not a circlet. Circlet is good. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I'm stupid. My brain is. The reason why I even played a game right now is because my head is. I have a headache again. I don't know what's causing it. Hold on. Did you guys see that? My host timescale was low. I saw I saw me load into a lobby there. You saw that, right? You saw that, right, guys? Yeah, circlets are the way to go. And then Fairy and Tango later. And Fairy and a Tango right after. And you probably want to start working on shreds. Start working on shreds and Maelstrom, and then I mean, I don't know what's better first, Mask of Madness or Maelstrom. I'm actually curious what forms. What form is faster? Like getting a Mask of Madness first or a Maelstrom first? I genuinely want to know. I think it's. Let me look it up online. Dota 2. Get Maelstrom or Mask of Madness first on Faceless Void. Because I know for Faceless Void. Well, for him, it's because if you have the Bash leveled, you get like bonus proc damage. So attack speed is more favored for him. So I'm looking at this Reddit thread. People are saying like Mask of Madness, this is sort of what I thought. Mask of Madness if you want to get early chrono participations. Maelstrom first if you want to, like, if you just want to farm. Midas is rare. I don't really believe in the Midas, really. I don't know. I feel like Maelstrom just takes so long to get to. I feel like if you buy the Mask of Madness, it'll let you like farm an extra camp every minute. Because of the cooldown. You spend 16, it's a 16-second cooldown. You get a ton of attack speed, and I don't think the stain matters immensely, but like you just get you get to this faster by like 1,000 gold, right? You get to this faster by 1,000 gold, so I think that's more valuable than the Maelstrom. And I think you should buy Maelstrom second, rather than Maelstrom first. I think if you have and I guess this is different for like heroes. I think for Muerta you want to go Maelstrom first, and the reason why is that you can press Dead Shot. Is that the spell? You can nuke a camp with Dead Shot, and so because of that, I think you go Maelstrom first on her rather than Mask of Madness if it comes to like farming, right? Because you already have a spell that you just buy Clarities or a Falcon Blade. You can nuke a camp on the minute, and you can get to Maelstrom faster. But if you have absolutely like nothing to start with that helps you farm, and Maelstrom is going to be the only thing that does that, similar to Faceless Void, I think you go first item Mask of Madness for sure, right? I think I've been building it wrong by going, because I've had games where I've played Faceless Void and I went Maelstrom and it was like, this shit sucks. And also on Faceless Void you're a melee, so you're just getting hit by the creeps constantly, and you're not sustaining off of them with lifesteal, and that feels pretty bad. Like you're just losing HP over time very badly. The Mask of Madness, I think for Faceless Void for sure, you go Mask of Madness then Maelstrom, because it's just you get there cheaper. All you do is right click to farm. You don't have anything to nuke the wave. If you have like a single nuke, I think Maelstrom's better, because you can sort of farm your way up to the Maelstrom in a good fashion. But if not, like just go Mask of Madness. Go Mask of Madness. So I'm gonna start doing that in my games, and then the question is, should I build like a casual Gloves of Haste leading up to the Mask of Madness? Maybe, but like maybe. Gloves of Haste is just such an efficient item. I think I should. Like, what would my inventory look like then? Like this. Boop 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 boop. Okay, so maybe not, because I already have circlets filling up my inventory. Go like this, then this, Replace one of these circlets with a stick if I need it. I can do that, right? What's the math on that? 35. I had 35 gold left. 80, 80, 190. Oh, I'm like 10 gold off. I'm like 10 gold off from a stick if I buy like 3 circlets. I can't just sell one circlet and get it back. Yeah, this farms your way to the Maelstrom 100%. With just like Gloves of Haste and a Javelin, like it's so fucking slow. Whereas you can form an extra camp on the minute by doing this. Yeah, the 100 attack speed for like 6 seconds. It lets you get to. It lets you farm an extra camp on the minute. It lets you farm it. Lets you farm an extra wave. Because just going from that jump to having nothing to farm at all, to having something that's like an active, you know, you press it and you get a lot of damage, similar to like an AoE nuke from like Deadshot, is immense. This feels way better than having like a Mask of Madness, or no, a Gloves of Haste and a Javelin, and trying to go first out of Maelstrom and then make up for the lack of stuff later. And the treads too. What I would do before in the past, if I was really being greedy, is do this. But this is just worse. This is objectively worse than just doing Mask of Madness treads. It's objectively worse than trying to rush a Maelstrom and then get boots after. It is. We should just do this. Look how fast that is. And then after this, I buy the Maelstrom, right? I buy the Maelstrom. Probably even the Mjolnir. And then I can think to get Midas. It's always good to just sit on a casual Gloves of Haste, because I think at any point in the game you're going to get a Midas at some point anyways. Something like this. I mean, get a wand if I need it, but like I don't think I'll need a wand. Like I'll get a stick maybe. I don't think you need wand on techies. I mean, if it's a wand lane, you get it of course, but usually you don't need it. And this also just fights earlier too. You can like participate in fights with Squeeze Scope, Mask of Madness treads. Whereas Maelstrom is just totally useless. Yeah, look how much participation you can have by just defending towers. Because you have a lot of attack range like a sniper. And you're not just totally useless. This is definitely better. This if I need the blink, but I'm just trying to list out all the Hyperstone and Eagle Song items. Favored more towards Hyperstone, honestly, so let's do this. From least likely to be built to most likely. And then put you in here. Add a new group. I mean, whatever the game demands, right? If I need it, I'll get a BKB. If I need a Satanic, I'll get a Satanic. BKB, Satanic, if I need it. I think Manta style is pretty good. Manta style is pretty nice. Manta, BKB, Satanic, like any hero can get this in Dota 2. Manta, BKB, Satanic. Manta, BKB, Satanic. But other than that, I mean, usually you don't want to go Nullifier in a ranged hero. If they go Scepter, just hit another target in the fight. MKB, every right clicker will need this at some point if they buy Evasion, right? And then, when you get the 25 talent, you probably want to just get like a Daedalus. Probably want to get a Daedalus at that point. Just to deal more damage. Damage. Because you've already built up a lot of attack speed to get your attack range. MKB Daedalus. What's your end game is pretty good. I wonder if there's like a Witchblade. If there's an idea for like Witchblade on techies. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. We'll put it in there. It's fine. It's an okay idea, I guess, maybe. I want to see the projectile get faster. Let's see this. That's funny. I like how fast this moves. It's funny how fast this moves. I'm starting to master the techies just through like thinking. Like if I didn't think about this, I would have continued to play badly. But I'm like thinking through the process. I'm doing some brainstorming here. What else? What else? What else? Deso to hit towers? No, just get an AC. Or anything's Moonshard's better even. Deso doesn't really have room in this build. If I could have a good acceptor, get an acceptor, but like this is pretty much the build. It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight in what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, where the fuck's my Midas? Give me my Midas. Well, that's what the Gloves of Haste is for. But yeah. Okay. I need to have the icons pop up so I can like that's the point of having this guide. To have a visual sort of reminder of, okay, these are the options that I can look through and look at. And that's why I even have redundancies of like Gloves of Haste, Midas, Hyperstone builds into all these. Like I have redundancies. It's really about it. This is the build. Start with this, get a stick if it's a stick lane, get raindrops if it's a raindrops lane. That's just, you know, that's always going to be the case for those type of lanes. And then get treads. And I don't know about Gloves of Haste in between Mask of Madness. I just don't know. I mean, it's got to be worth it, right? 20 attack speed. I mean, but you're delaying your Mask of Madness timing by doing that. But is a constant 20 attack speed good? If you were to think about this, and this is not the right way to think about this because it's just not right. You're not always having the attack speed available in sort of big leaps in power is better than having it constantly because you're not always using attack speed constantly, right? But if you were to divide, if I was right clicking constantly, like if I was farming ancients, Mask of Madness could be divided by 16, right? So 100 divided by 16 is 6 attack speed per second. Is that calculation make sense? If I were divide it, yeah, dividing 100 by 16 gives me a constant attack speed of 6, which is 6.25, which is not at all what's happening, obviously, but I don't know. No, it gives you 100 attack speed for 6 seconds, so that's 600 attack speed. Or that's 600 attack speed. Is that, how do I calculate this actually? Am I being stupid right now? Let's just do a dummy test. That'll smooth things over. That'll smooth things over. I'm gonna do this to keep it consistent. Culling Blade, okay, let's take out, Culling Blade doesn't, it might matter though. Let's just take Culling Blade out of the equation, whatever. And then spawn an ally techies in, nope. Or let's reset myself. Put myself to level, this is a reasonable inventory by level 6, right? It's gotta be. And spawn an ally techies. Same facet as me, not that it matters a whole lot. And he doesn't have the, he has the Mask of Madness instead. Oh, that's not my item, I'm stupid. Why can't allies attack their own items? That's weird. You should go to level 6. And then start attacking. And then by the end of it, we'll pause. DPS. The DPS difference between Mask of Madness and Gloves of Haste is, let's say, 84, 116. Difference of 32. So it gave me 32 DPS to finish Mask of Madness. And what about not having Gloves of Haste at all? Let's test that. So 114, yeah, 114, 116, same thing. But now we were comparing 84 to 73. So that's like a 10 DPS difference to get Gloves of Haste. Not that it works that way because you're not constantly attacking, so it's not fair to put Mask of Madness to rate it as if you're constantly attacking, because getting it in those jumps of... Because the amount of effective time it occupies, Mask of Madness occupies, is different because you're walking between camps, right? You're walking between camps, and the cooldown's ticking off when you're doing that. And where Gloves of Haste would sort of be competitive with that, it's not, because instead it's instead Mask of Madness is what's the word? Mask of Madness is going to work, right? Or Gloves of Haste is not going to work. So you get to buy like a third of a Mask of Madness, and that's presuming you're right clicking constantly at 450 gold. If we do the math on that, Mask of Madness just always wins. You shouldn't delay your Mask of Madness. You should keep your starting items and then go straight to the Mask of Madness. It might make sense to go casual Gloves of Haste like afterward, when you're like going, but then you're building into your Maelstrom at that point. And if you're finished with your Maelstrom, I guess this is where you would get the casual Gloves of Haste. And then after that, finish your way to the Mjolnir. Okay. Hoping to get another Techies game soon, so I can try this out. I have a lot of games on Techies. Sniper's easy enough to build. He's easy enough to build. So I don't want to worry about itemizing for him. But Techies definitely has a way of... Oh shit, is my time scale still low? There it is. Techies definitely has a way of about him of atomizing that you need to follow. I need to include Soul Ring on Slark, maybe. Need to include Soul Ring. Include Tranquils on Huskar. I mean, I shouldn't forget these, but just in case I do. I don't know. Yeah, put that in there. Something like that. Go stick raindrops if they're needed. Should probably put a heart radiance in there just because. I don't know, just because. Because you want to be able to survive from a fight and like kite out of it. Like even Wind Waker would be. Like how does Wind Waker actually interact with Barracuda? I want to know. Because you're still visible inside the cyclone, right? That's not a thing that. That's not a thing. Let's get Yules. No, you're still visible. You can use a branch though. Branches are a cool idea. If you're running, put a branch behind you. Get faster. And it comes in very quickly if it doesn't have like huge fade time. So you should just always, that's going to be funny. I'm going to include branch on here. Include branch, a single branch to give the point of what I'm trying to communicate to myself. Branch. Just a regular old branch to block vision. Because it can make a huge difference. Like even if you can just get it, if with the Dark Reef grenade facet, Renegade, not grenade. If you can just get it off for like a second or two, or like 3 seconds, around 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. Look at how much regen that is. That is 70 times 3 regen per second, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. You healed for like 210 HP from doing that. And you planted a branch to do that. You can keep resetting it, which is cool on the high ground here. Just like how Juggernaut resets his, like uses his lingering healing ward to heal. It's very nice, this Dark Reef Renegade, actually. How long does it take for it to reset if you've just recently attacked? I know that can delay it for a bit. Let's do like this. I need to attack first. What am I doing? Nope, it doesn't take that long. Same time. It takes the same amount of time. It takes like a second to come in. Let's put some song. I'm gonna put some music on now. Maybe my head hurts because I'm being like a. Maybe I'm not noticing it, but I'm being like a mouth breather. I need to blow my nose. Maybe something's blocking it. I can feel it getting stuffed up. Because my voice, I notice my voice is also starting to hurt a bit. Just got a drink from the fridge also. Just got a drink. I would love to play some more AD today, but I hate solo queue, and I can't be tricked. Like playing that Tinker game, it was just way more fun if the enemies are competent and my team is competent. It's way more fun. I don't like playing games where I stomp and like I win. I know that maybe you get higher MMR, and then you'll start getting higher skill lobbies, and then you'll earn it. You'll earn a position of not shitty games. But it never stops. It never stops. And you look at Arteezy, a former pro player. You look at Quinn. Literally like Quinn, rank 1 player in the world. He's still getting these lobbies. And he sits out a fair portion of them. He just AFKs. He just AFKs in some of them. And I wish I could do that without getting banned. Because that's what he does. And he doesn't seem to get... I don't know, his behavior score seems to be good even after doing that. It's crazy. And he's allowed to do that. BuzzFeed Unsolved Network. Are they still popping? I like their true crime. BuzzFeed Unsolved Network. Did they stop doing true crime? True crime in order. There's only 65 episodes, so I think they're done. I like this series. I think I watched all of them. I go ahead and rewatch all of them because I rewatch all of them because I like this BuzzFeed Unsolved Network. All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream there. It's getting pretty late. This is usually where I gotta end the stream. It's like 5 a.m. here. That's usually my stopping point. All right, see you later. Peace. Why did I turn on the stream? I forgot why. Even my brain's fuzzy. Oh yeah, I played this game. This game sucked ass. And I didn't really like how I built either. This is not a good way to build. I should have gone Tranquil's Gloves of Haste. Just Gloves of Haste. It's fine. It's okay. Just to go like a casual Gloves of Haste. Tranquil's Gloves of Haste. Yeah, they're not really like right-clicking me in lane at all. They're just like pressing spells and shit. They're pressing like Maledict and Avalanche, and that's like chunking me really low. Laser, Maledict, Avalanche, and it's just, yeah, it's chunking me, and I need to sustain through that. I had another Tinker game where the guy had Tidebringer, and I should have gone Tranquils in that too. When you Tinker, the cooldown goes down by like 2 seconds or something, and that is somewhat relevant. Like, imagine I'm Tinker and I'm level. Let's do a little bit of experiment. Let's imagine I'm Tinker. I'm level what now? Let's imagine I start the lane with just because this is, you just default to this by, I guess a lot of people just default to this. I default to this, and this is a lot of HP. You can see here, this is 538 all the way up to 670. It's a lot. You should get this and not buy Tranquil. I mean, should you buy Tranquil components? I see what's his name? I see Techie's mid officials get it, but the thing is he needs it because he can just use Blast Off to last hit whatever he needs to hit in the lane, and he needs to sustain immediately for his Blast Off. Whereas with Tinker, you can lane decently with just these. You don't need to rush the Tranquils and be shit at level 1 on the level 1 wave. You don't need to be shit on there. Is this ever a good idea? I gotta get more in tune with the circlet strats. Because it's like a better branch. Yeah, you have to pay like almost 3x the cost, but like to double it. But branch is just so cheap. So, I mean, it makes sense. This is like an in-between item before you start looking at crown. And look at the huge, that's a 300 gold difference to double it, right? That's actually really interesting. The price triples, but the value doubles. The value doubles and then the price triples again. Let's see if it does it again. It doesn't. It does not. Otherwise, this would give 8 all attributes. But I guess they need to keep Diadem balanced. I wonder if let me read the changelog on Diadem. Dota 2 Diadem. Diadem changelog. Let's look at it. Added into the game. Goes in the Manta style. No longer goes into Helmdom. Now goes in the Spirit Vessel. It's always been 6 all stats. It's always been 6 all stats. Not 8 would be too OP, right? that makes sense. Yep, same thing happens here. Almost. It doesn't double, but it almost doubles. Same, I guess, yeah, I guess that same thing applies. Attribute items. When you start this, you start with 300. Let me do the math. I should have positioned it diagonally, the march. Diagonal march apparently does the most damage. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, so what was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was thinking about going Tranquils as the first item. Nah, you can't. That's not a good idea, I think. That's not a good idea. Send a Tango out when you need it, and then work towards the Tranquils. I guess you could just go... Actually, you could just go stick. Stick branches, and then you can get components. This is what? How much does the starting build cost? The starting build costs 100 plus 150, or 200 plus 150. 350. So you're left with 250 gold. That's enough for the windlace. I don't think you need windlace at the start though. Maybe you can go like this. Anything to get started on the Tranquil early would be nice. Let's do the math on this. So this is 350. 350 plus 175. Whoops. And then you have 75 gold left. You have 75 gold left. No, this is too much. This is doing too much. Buy your tangos after the rune. You have 75 gold extra. Maybe you can replace one of these with a fairy fire like this, right? I always like to have one fairy fire just for like plays. Just for the turnaround plays. If they like go on me. Just to use with the stick. It's actually like a very legit, like good item. It's 2 damage and it's 85 HP once. Like imagine if Branch healed you for 85. I mean, I guess that would make it overpowered. But imagine, yeah, Fairy Fire has a. It's actually a pretty good active. I feel like they've buffed it recently. I feel like it's been buffed recently. Change log. Where's the Fairy Fire? This is archive. I don't want the archive. I want the actual Fairy Fire item. Here we go. Change logs. Yeah, they reduced the gold by 5 like 2 years ago. Oh, they actually nerfed it. This is before my time though. They nerfed Fairy Fire. Oh, but they reduced the cost. They used to be 125 gold for 100 HP and 3 damage. Okay. It's actually no, it's a better item now that it's 65 gold for 2 damage and 85 HP. Random heroes now start with the free Fairy Fire instead of an Iron Branch. Yeah, I'm aware of that. You get like a free mango and Fairy Fire for randoming. It's weird. It's a bit weird. I guess the game wants to reward you for randoming. You get like what? How much value is that in gold? 120, 130 gold. Yeah, anyways, with this you have an extra, what is it? You have a little bit less extra gold. You have 75 minus 615, which is 60 gold. 60 gold left. Get the bounty, get Tango. This is pretty decent. This is pretty decent. I'm gonna maybe just do this for Tinker, starting Tinker build. Presuming I'm in a side lane. If I'm not in a side lane, I'll just go. What would I go if I'm not in the side lane? Actually, that's actually an interesting question. I guess it would be. I don't know. Let's think. Depending on what my abilities are at that point, or what the lane matchup is, or whatever. Can't go wrong with this on the mid. Like 3 branches and a fairy fire. You can't go wrong with this. And then I would guess I would just buy the tranquils. Or, I guess I would spend the extra remaining gold on. Let's do the math here. Plus 65. 600 minus things in this parentheses term. 385. What if I buy a windlace? Or a ring of regen. Let's buy a ring of regen first. I'm left with 210 gold. And I guess at that point, if I'm on the mid, I'll just go like circlets then. If I don't need a stick. I'm left with 210 gold. So do this math. And then I'm left with 100 gold. Yeah, and then I can do this. Something like this then. So if I'm on the mid. Okay. Something like this. Yeah, that seems good. And left with 15 gold left over. Which is, yeah. Starting items. Branch. Ring of regen. I mean, you just always gotta have tangos. I guess I'll put these here. These two here are premier. Circlets. Circlets and branches and 1 fairy fire. And tangos. Something like this, right? What if I, instead of buying, could I buy this? This is too much gold, right? You can't, this is not a thing that exists. You'd be left with 115 gold. Actually, it is possible. You can do this. You can actually do this, huh? Plus 175 plus 65. You can actually do this. And then you can buy, hold on. 55 plus 155 plus 175 plus 65 plus 50. Yeah, you could actually do this. You could actually do... I'm going to do this. This is a good starting item build then. This is a good starting item build for the mid. I'm going to do this now then. Fairy at tangos later if I don't need... if I don't need bottle, if I don't need stick. So this is the non-stick, non-bottle variant of Tinker with Tranquil Boots. This is what I'm doing. I guess I could replace this with the Windlace, this branch and this Ring of Regen, but the branch and Ring of Regen are better early. You don't need the movement speed of Windlace early. Would you? Do you? Maybe. If you're off, maybe if you're like offlane, you don't want to get ran down. it would be, you know, fit to get Windlace then, but you don't want to think about Windlace too much. I think. Yeah, Circlet's just legit. It's a legit item. Like, the difference between Slipper and Gauntlet of Strength and Mantle, it's like, it's so huge. Because, yeah, you'd rather trade, because the stats are all sort of useful to everybody, no matter your hero early game. Because, yeah, it just is. Everyone appreciates HP and mana early game. And the agility is, you know, if you're not an agility hero, I guess it's maybe not as good. But everyone, you appreciate all the stats. And you'd trade one in your main stat just to get two in the other ones. For most heroes. Unless you're like a Huskar or a Life Stealer, then you would want to get the extra strength over 2 in agility and 2 in int. Because their base damages are low. And they also, they like strength. It just makes sense for Life Stealer and Huskar to go the builds they do, which is like 3 gauntlets rather than like circlets. Yeah, I need to start thinking about these mid-tier stat items. Mostly circlet. Circlet's just generally applicable, but... And then maybe if I'm building way too many circlets, I can start thinking about buying... like mixing in some components like this in between. And then I can... If I want to free up a slot, I'll just pay 210 gold to combine them, right? Something like that. But this is the build, I think. Get these wards out of here. So Fairy Fire to start. This because it's a component. As many circlets as I can. And finish off with the remaining gold with Branch. Fairy and a Tango later. This is a good build right here. This is a good build for sure. Starting item build. Starting item builds are interesting. They're like, you can't really fuck them up, and you get them at the start of every game. So I need to think about them more. What was this? Oh shit! What was the stick variant? It was just like. I mean, it's pretty easy to think about. I shouldn't have to like go over it too much. I just have to know what the general ideas are. Stick would do like I think it was 3 branches. Stick this, and then I think it was I actually had to. I bought the tangos because I have enough gold for tangos. Except I can replace it with the circlet instead, right? Like this. I think this is it. Let's do the math now. 200 plus 155 plus 175 plus 100. Let's see here. Oh, we're actually in. Nope, this is a little bit too much. This is a little bit too much. Only one branch like this, yeah. Oh, and we wanted a Fairy Fire actually. Maybe we want a Fairy Fire instead. 200 plus 175 plus 65. Nah, I'd rather get 3 branches then. Yeah, there we go. This is the build for the stick build. $200 plus 150 plus 175 plus 65. 10 gold left. Fairy out of Tango. If you get 2 bounties, which usually you should get 2 bounties as long as you start the game with 2. Like that should be even. You should be breaking even if you start the game with 2 bounties. You have to fuck up pretty bad to like miss 2 bounties, or get to not go even on the bounties. You have to like get first blooded or something. All right, I'm actually gonna end the stream there now. Peace, 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 peace. See y'all later. Peace.